the Pearl yet, but he is making... Oh, no, wait, he has, because he just has a different spray. And then Yume and Iggy on the bottom. They're both in the Skull Woods, looking for the next crystal. So, a very interesting matchup here so far, Ro. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely, and everything you said. Yeah, it looks like there's been a lot of screens together that have been, pretty close, almost nearly in sync. And that's pretty impressive stuff right here. So you see, it's kind of treating everybody pretty well. It's awesome stuff so far.
Not too bad. So it looks like Iggy has opted to leave Skull Woods, and so has Yume. They're both going to Thieves Town here. I'm going to go through the Sea House and get a bomb upgrade. That's not very useful. But we will see what they find here in Thieves Town. Oh, validation arrow from the sick kid.
Yep. It's like Iggy just got an arrow for his troubles.
Looks like Dyco's gonna do a little swim here to the hobo. That kind of really hasn't been that helpful lately, I've noticed, but we'll see.
He really hasn't, but then again, well, there has to be some setbacks to a pretty good seed. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, Iggy and Yume, pretty much in the same spot here. Same dungeon here. I'm sorry, I'm just not familiar with the dungeons by name, but nonetheless, you all know which one this one is. And I know this place is pretty tricky, but once you write it out, like I said, nearly in sync. Same route here. Awesome stuff though. Everybody here so far has been doing such good progress in the seed. There you go, Yume gets big key. Iggy ditto. Okay, this is gonna be kind of a tricky room. A little more so for Yume because it's got about 3.5 hearts. Iggy's still doing pretty well on health.
Yeah, not too bad. The sync on these two is pretty amazing. They are just like less than a second behind each other.
Absolutely awesome stuff here. But like I was saying, this is the pretty tricky dungeon, right?
It's pretty tough with this low health, but they're pretty beefy right now. They've got the tempered sword, and they've got some supplies that's gonna really help them in the blind fight.
Yeah, definitely good upgrades here. So even though Yume does have a little bit of health, I do believe you can get through this dungeon pretty easily.
Yeah, and they have the blue cane and the cape, so really they shouldn't have any trouble fighting blind.
Yeah, of course.
Looks like Couch is venturing into Eastern. I'm not sure if Couch found the bow yet, but Eastern cannot be beat without the bow, so not exactly the one I would go to just yet, but could be a worthwhile gamble.
Iggy's still quite a few screens ahead of Yume.
Yeah, just slightly faster movement on Iggy's part in this section of the dungeon, and it really makes all the difference if you just have, you know, a couple of seconds here and there. You can get 2-3 screens ahead of an opponent.
Oh, definitely. I had no idea this would be so close.
Looks like Iggy's taking out that blue cane just in case on that fight against Blind here, and there it goes. That cane will protect you from damage, but it does require magic use the entire time. Plus it causes some lag occasionally, as you can see there.
Nicely done.
Very nice fight, very clean. And looks like Yume's just opting to tough it out, which is not a bad call either.
And there he goes. Iggy gets that crystal. Yume following suit.
So it's 2 crystals for both Iggy and Yume, and both Couch and Dyco are in Eastern. So this is really interesting seeing the parallel here, the different routing that our players are taking, and how similar in thinking the two groups are. Just a reminder, they are all on the same seed, so they should all be getting the same items and everything, but it just shows, you know, different ways of thinking.
Definitely, yeah. Here we go. Let the digging begin.
Dig game is always a kind of not worth it in my opinion. But then you don't do it, and you know, fire rod's in there, so it's you gotta check everything in rando.
Oh yeah, see, it's kind of the universal rule with randos. It's just like, I don't really need to do this, but something important I do. So
Yeah, it's hard to not check everything.
yeah, trust me, it goes all that way all the time in Dragon Warrior.
Iggy hesitating a little bit there on that 300 rupees. Wasn't sure if he wanted it or not, but opted to get it. And again, the sync is so real. Look how close behind Yume is to where Iggy is. Looks like Couch is going to check Catfish. Also a gamble when you don't have boots or anything, because it takes a long time to walk there. But might be worth it, depending on what that filthy little fish is hiding in his lair.
Sure, man. Never count out the little Moogle that could. So Yume and Iggy are off to the next dungeon, correct?
Looks like they're gonna do some of the overworld stuff. Try to get to this hype cave here. And just see what they can find. This cave is really pretty huge because there's 5 items in it, but whether they're good or not remain to be seen. So we got bombs, heart, and heart. That is a terrible hype cave. Oh my goodness.
It's got a lot of heart to it, though.
I don't get it.
Call him Raw Dog.
1-800 Rock Dog. Iggy's checking the island here. And another heart. Oh, it really feels to me like if the sprites weren't so vastly different, I could say that I may have accidentally captured Iggy and Yume's same feed, because they're just practically the same. And then we got a little bit of a divergence here, so that's good.
Hey, same wavelength. No. But hey, you play one Link to the Past seed. You played them all, right?
I'm kidding. Don't get mad at me, Yogi.
Send your hate mail to retroomega@rgltv.com.
Ooh, tough room.
No respect. No respect. So interestingly, Couch is the only one with the butter sword. Shout out to Concakes. Everyone else just has tempered. And looks like Dyco's finally going to fight Aghanim, which very important because that's where the gloves are. Something that everyone else has already done. So.
You can get some bombs and rupees. Not so much there, but at least, hey, bombs. Useful stuff.
Looks like Couch is going to check out the graveyard cave here. I always like checking this. It's one of the ones that I feel a lot of people forget. Unfortunately, usually it has junk in it, so...
Yeah, meanwhile, Iggy has tough luck with that Zora, and he only gets Keys of Heart.
Not a good deal at all. Oh, Couch getting the flippers, so that's pretty big. That's a good find.
I had no idea Moogles could swim.
Learn something new every day here on RGLtv.
Next, you'll tell me Ganons can fly.
Yeah. Haven't you seen him turn into a bat?
I mean, yes, of course.
Of course. Ro has definitely beaten this game. Yume using bombos for some reason. Well, it might have been an accidental usage. Picking up a jar of guacamole.
Is that what that
That is.
Can you
Down
down?
a whole jar of guacamole yet?
I don't know.
Is that a dare, Ro?
Could be.
5 million bits, I will down a whole jar of guacamole on the stream.
You heard him, everybody. 5 million. We'll do it on stream.
Change the bit boss right now. 5 million countdown. So it looks like Couch is over in Skull Woods and Iggy is trying this spike cave.
Nothing like walking on spikes.
Crouching.
5 arrows. 5 extra arrows. That's really going to come in handy, I'm sure.
Good. Don't be sarcastic.
I was being 100% serious.
Sure he was. Me and chat know better.
Do you know how many
Okay.
arrows it takes to beat Ganon?
Uh,
How Of course you do, because you've definitely beaten this game before.
I did. A long time ago.
In a galaxy far,
As in,
far away.
you and your reference.
I know, Star Trek references all the time.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for me for commentary. I'll see you guys later.
So Couch is going to fight the Moth boss, whose name is escaping me. I think it's Mothula. Mothra?
Yeah.
I think it's Mothula. Anyways, this is the worst boss in the game. It's so janky, the hitbox on it.
And you.
Yume discovers a disappointment and only getting a heart piece. Fun, that's all.
Zora has made fools of them all today.
Never
Trust Zoras. None of them. Not the girl in Ocarina of Time, not the guy in the new game. None of them.
And check out next week on Modern Gaming Live TV, the Breath of the Wild One Night Only Tournament Randomizer. It's
What,
not,
really?
Not a real thing. No, come on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I knew. I knew that. I knew he was just. Yeah.
Seems a little fishy, I get it, because she's an octopus.
There we go, Couch starting that boss fight. Tricky boss fight, remember, right? Oh man. But should have no problem. It's got the fire rod out. Got that butter sword, correct? That's butter sword?
Yep.
The better sword.
Sword, really.
Are you saying it's better than butter?
Can't believe it's not.
There we go, Couch.
Couch gets that crystal, making it Couch's second crystal mine, correct?
I believe so. And looks like both Iggy and Yume are now in Swamp Palace. So they had gotten the flippers before.
Definitely essential in this palace.
More than essential, it is required.
Yeah, required. Yume and Iggy, not so in sync now, but nonetheless, both still making quite a bit of progress in this dungeon.
Yeah, this dungeon just takes forever, especially if you do the left side of it to get the extra items, but it's a drag.
Definitely is. I recall this one being quite long.
Looks like Dyco missed that bomb jump there and just opted to forget about it. Meanwhile, Iggy's going to fight the boss. This is Argus, the best pirate boss in any video game. Get it, Ro?
I think I do. Oh, this is the dude from Martech. Yeah, this definitely looks like the dude from Martech. And there he goes. He's got the blue jewel necklace, pearl. Sorry if I'm correct me if I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, one of them. One of them work. Pendant.
Thank you.
There you go.
Charm bracelet. Friendship ring.
I did steal your joke, Jam. I apologize. It was too good not to share.
Ring pop.
You remember ring pops, man?
I was never a fan of them.
Me either.
I never made it without biting.
Sorry to everybody. Ant knows how many likes it takes to get to the center of a digital pop.
I do, but I'm not sharing with you, bro.
It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. Owl. I don't need you.
It's fine.
Mr. Ghost of Owl Street?
Oh yeah, that's that guy. Who else would it be? Yeah, Yumi making his way. Yumi did not fight the dungeon boss yet, right?
No, Yumi went to the left side first, and
Right.
Iggy went to the boss. Now Iggy is doing the left side, and Yumi
Mm-hmm.
is saying, forget it, I don't want that ring pop.
Yep.
Going down south to get these two items.
The old high road, low road.
Yep, that's exactly what they call it.
It's good thinking right there. I'm beginning to think that Yumi and Iggy have something, a little connection here, psychically here.
Perhaps. Don't quote me on this.
Like, Yume is getting their exercise by going up and down those stairs a couple of times. Not sure why they're not just mirroring out of the dungeon. They might not. Oh, they're getting the big chest. Oh! And that was a good find. Okay. Got the power. The Titans met strongest gloves in the game. They can pick up anything and everything that they like now. And Iggy saving and quitting out of the dungeon.
I remember this one guy who used the mirror right at the boss. Forgot what happened there, but it's a pretty dumb decision.
Who would do something like that?
Yeah, I have no idea who it was.
Couch exploring in Thieves Town. We already know that there's some goodies in here. And Dyco is going through the Palace of Darkness. Probably one of the longest and most difficult dungeons to do. So many chests in there though. It's good to grab them all. Look at the lag down on Yume's side. That first hook shot was like a holy roller. Oh my goodness.
Yep, Yume going in on that popcorn monster.
Those look more like crab cakes. And it's more fitting for a fish boss, I would think.
Fish. Yeah. No.
You surround yourself with the food made of your brethren. That's the best defense. Iggy going to check Turtle Rock already. Not really sure why this is the route he's taking. Maybe he's just opening this up and going to check Hookshot Cave. Because he doesn't have the red cane. I would not think he's going in there. Yep, he's going to go check Hookshot Cave. Which is another spot with, I believe, 4 or 5 chests.
Some guy once told me about density, so it's probably a good idea.
Do you believe in density?
I believe in a thing called love, man.
Just listen to the logic of the seed. Iggy finding the ice rod, that's going to be helpful later on when he has to fight the boss in Turtle Rock.
Nicely done.
And you may go in to check out Ice Palace. Feel like this is a little safer of a bet. Ice Palace has a lot of chests as well, and I do believe it was a crystal dungeon.
Ice Palace. Oh, dude, the coolest palace in the game. Let's get our Iceman Yos out, everybody.
I'm pretty sure Iceman is all washed up.
Excuse me?
Global warming, man. He's melted.
You don't make me call Arnold over here yet. Commentary? You wouldn't like it?
Oh, I would like it very much, bro.
So you see, you're not ready. None of these people are ready either.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the Ice Palace, we have Mr. Freeze guest commentating.
You see, Ant, when I had to get into character, I had to imagine myself as the coldest person possible. It's not easy. Many popsicles were consumed. I had hurt a lot.
So Yume's continuing to work their way through the Ice Palace. Iggy's going to check out, looks like Ice Palace as well. So slight advantage to Yume here, as far as getting through this dungeon, but Iggy does have that ice rod. Meanwhile, Couch and Dyco making their way through just a little bit further behind than our other two players. Perfect execution of the bomb jump there. Really lets you skip a majority of this palace, although if you're searching for the items, it really doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, very nicely done on bomb jump. Iggy now making his way through the Ice Palace. He's gonna have to catch up in a few rooms.
Big heart for Yume and the big key chest here in Ice Palace. Couch on his way to get 300 rupees from the ledge cave here. And Dyco checking out. Seems to be frozen on Dyco's screen. A little bit of lag there. We'll get that sorted out.
Ooh, not quite making it on that bump jump. Or was that correct? I'm sorry. Believe it was intended.
Couch checking out that heart-filled hype cave. Iggy getting the big heart, big key chest. Ice Palace is probably the most notorious palace in this entire game and randomizer. Everybody hates the Ice Palace.
Yep, count me in as one of those. It's cool, but crude.
Once you know how to get through it, it's not too bad. 5 rupees in that chest that usually holds, I believe, the map, or is it might be a small key. Either way, 5 rupees not really helpful at this point. So it looks like Yume's gonna just try to go ahead and beat the boss and get this Ice Palace over with.
This isn't a bad idea at all.
It's a very nice ice bomb jump by Iggy as well. Perfect execution. This will be the 3rd crystal for Yume and Iggy. Iggy's gonna go check and get that 5 rupees as well. Not helpful at all, but you gotta check. Really pretty decent fight against Cold Stare there. Oh, lost the stun lock, but managed to take out Cold Stare no problem.
Yep, good fight.
Small key for their efforts. That's crystal number 3 for Yume, and Iggy not too far behind. And it looks like Dyco's still frozen. I do apologize for that. We are working on that as much as we can. It's a pretty tight race between our 2 players here. Couch not too far behind, Dyco hot on Couch's heels as well. And just past the 1 hour mark, so pretty far along for 1 hour. Probably looking at a sub 2 here for our runners, which is pretty decent. A little bit messier of a Cold Stare fight there for Iggy, but he manages to get it pulled through. He gets his small key and a crystal for his efforts.
Yep, nicely done. Both runners getting through the Ice Palace.
Our runners are really going to need the flute, the book, or the boots here. They're hoping for any combination of that. Looks like Yume's going to get that ice rod now in the hookshot cave, so pretty evenly matched with Iggy at this point. Iggy's going to go check the ice rod cave, and that's going to be 1 chest that you have. Really not worth it in open rando to go there too early. Doesn't usually hold anything good, but it's good to check. Looks like Yume is actually opting to check the bunny room here first. You can come here as the bunny, the super bunny. Gets 60 rupees, 70 rupees actually. Not huge.
There's a lot of heart pieces in this game, you know. I just realized.
So at least in this seed.
Yes, it's a very hearty seed.
I think I get it. I don't get it.
Call the Nintendo hotline for tips on all the puns today. There's the ice rod. Couch already has 3 crystals actually, so Couch is going for gonna explore the Swamp Palace here. Not a crystal dungeon, but do need those Titan mitts that are in the big chest.
Yep, Couch entering the swamp dungeon. Looks like she's going to. I'm sorry. It's going to go left first.
Ordinarily not a bad decision, but looks like they're just checking out. That's usually where the map is, I believe.
You may now go through the nails.
Gonna get the point pretty quick that there is no need to visit that item. Dyco finally getting the flippers. Now they can go to the Swamp Palace and swim around. Couch gonna do the left side first. And Iggy making his way into the Palace of Darkness.
That is a pretty tricky dungeon, but it's not as bad as I'd say. The Ice Palace is probably top of things, so it's good that they got that over with. After that, every other palace is going to seem like a breeze, more or less.
There's a ton of chests in Palace of Darkness, so it's never a bad pull. It's just such a long dungeon, and especially if you don't do the bomb jump to get to the big chest, it can be real tricky.
Yeah, definitely. Those bomb jumps provide huge advantage, right?
Absolutely, it gives you can save, I think, up to like 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how well you execute it. You may checking out the peg game, clearing out all those pegs with the hammer to get an item. You could get the fire rod in House of Darkness, so that was a good dive.
Nice, Iggy possessing both rods now.
You may get the blacksmith, but all they have is arrow upgrade, so not that great.
Oh, rough.
Ooh, Iggy finding the red cane as well. Really think the only thing Iggy's missing is bow at this point.
Yep, Iggy is stocking up on everything, so he's got a pretty good chance on this.
Winning so far, I would say Iggy is kind of in the lead, with Yume and Couch very close behind. Iggy just has the item advantage, but they all have 3 crystals at this point.
You're winning, Yogi. You're winning.
The audience is winning because of all this hot link to the past,
Yep.
to the past action.
There you go. And isn't that what matters? The friends we've made on the way?
Absolutely not.
Oh. Okay.
It's like but Couch is gonna fight Argus here. Oh, and Yume found the flute. That's massive.
Oh wow, that could very well put Yuma in the lead.
That opens up Desert Palace, along with giving a lot faster movement and travel. Just has to go free the bird from the statue.
Definitely one of those items that can just, like Jan said, just pretty much open up everything.
Iggy, with the red cane in hand, is going to go check out Turtle Rock now. Has the tools to beat the boss. And there's a pretty decent amount of chests that you can open in here as well, so pretty good move by them. Couch leaving the Swamp Palace and heading over to check Desert. Couch should be coming across the flute as well if he goes to check the Old Man Cave up here. Which, taking out the bombs that early, looks like that is the plan. Agnes Cave, thank you, that was it. Couldn't remember the old man's name. It's been a while since I ran in a LTTP rando.
But Hans, I thought you knew everything about this.
I'm rusty, man. I'm rusty. Iggy finding the big key, that's pretty huge. Gonna go and get that full magic refill and start just pushing through the rest of the dungeon here. Meanwhile, Yume is checking the desert ledge there, sees a big heart. Gonna go and make their way through the desert palace. There are, I want to say, 3 items in Desert Palace that you can get. Might be 2. That's very important there, bro. There is a compass on the torch, so you don't need boots to clear out this palace.
Don't need boots, got it.
Yeah, I always forget if it's 2 or 3 for Desert Palace, but normally you have, I think it's 5 chests, and a couple of them are keys. No, 6 chests. 5 chests and 1 torch item. But we don't need the boots to get that compass. Iggy being the super bunny, that we all know and love. Yeah, that's it. 4 chests, the boss, and the torch. 5 rupees is one of the items that we're gonna have. Not helpful at all, Retro Omega. Not helpful at all.
No. Definitely right, Ants. But you may did get the map. So,
Not sure why Yume opted for this routing. They do have the gloves, so I think they might have forgotten that as well and came back. Might have just set that up so they can go to the next section in the top right side of desert after beating the boss. So that seems like the routing that they decided to go with. Not a bad decision, honestly. Iggy checking out the Mimic Cave. Interesting decision. And does not pay off. 20 rupees. 20 bucks for that Iggy guy. Buy that man a sandwich.
Sandwiches on that.
Not on me, man. I don't have the 20 bucks. Iggy getting 50 rupees in the big chest. He is a rich man in the world of Hyrule.
Not exactly what Iggy was looking for, so looks like he's gonna continue on.
Looking like a 2-cycle for the boss in Desert Palace, and the red boomerang is the prize. That is junky, but Yume gets another crystal, so that puts them at 4 crystals, and I do believe the lead.
And isn't that what matters, the crystals?
At the end of the day, that's all that matters, bro. Couch is in the Misery Mire, feeling miserable. Second least favorite dungeon in the game for me, at least. And Iggy's coming up on the 4 treasures at the end of Turtle Rock. It's a lot of chances to find something good here. Ice Palace is definitely the worst.
Definitely.
Not looking good here for treasures for Iggy. Oh, but he does get the book, but we know that's kind of useless because desert you can get through with the flute. However, if Iggy needs to pull something off of those tablets in the desert and on the mountain, that's going to be a huge find for Iggy.
Yep, there we go. Iggy getting through that little block puzzle thing. Frankly, all policies are bad to me, but that's because I had struggled for each one. Maybe Ice Palace the most worst. There we go, Iggy, boss battle.
Yes, Race C is underway. We will be switching to that when we have a clearly defined winner in this one. Really nice Trinex fight from Iggy. That was very clean.
Very good.
Gets another friggin' piece of heart. This game is just... Let me give you all the hearts in the world.
Get out of heart. Yume going to the Dungeon of Darkness.
Yep, as we know from Couch and Iggy go in there, there is the red cane and the fire rod in there, so very important spot to go to. Couch finding the map. Check the very long dungeon thing here. Iggy got the powder. We all know that's Iggy's favorite item is the powder. I personally love the powder. No, he hates the powder for some reason.
I mean, yes, of course.
I love it. You can turn the anti-fairies into fairies. It is a powderful weapon.
WFR?
You may finally get in Butter Sword.
Nice. The better sword.
And Iggy found the boots. That's a pretty good find. Not really gonna need them, but makes things a lot faster. Also picking up the red mail. Very well protected now. Dyco's going to check out that garbage hype cave. And Couch is going to check the 2 chests here in Misery Mire. Finds the silver arrows. Huge find. Looks like you may also pick those up. I missed that when that happened, but they both have silvers, which are required to beat Ganon if you're going to do it without the bow. Or with the bow. If you could beat Ganon without the bow, but it takes a lot longer. You may getting that fire rod, picking up some change off the floor.
And if there's anything Ant knows, it's how to beat Ganon. And how to prepare Ganon for lunch. Oh, just a red rupee in the library. Not worth it.
Library is so unpopular in Hyrule that they're paying their people to come check out books. Looks like Iggy's gonna dive into Skull Woods again. Should be an opportunity to beat the boss here. Definitely more than well equipped to take on Mafia. Scouting out Eastern Palace. Again, don't have the bow, so that's going to be a little bit tricky to work their way through.
What I like to call the Cannonball Palace.
I mean, of course, who doesn't call it the Cannonball Palace? Very nice torch room by Iggy.
Good stuff, Maggie. Just burning everything this week.
Iggy's like, I got red mail. I don't need to fight enemies. I'm just gonna push my face in them.
There's Mothman? Yeah.
Yep, there goes his mouth. Nice fight. Very quick. Gets the big key
Very.
out of the crystal.
Would that be the final crystal for Iggy?
No, definitely not.
No.
I believe that's number 5 for Iggy. And Couch is about to get number 5 as well.
Right, I forget it's about 7 or 8.
Very nice one cycle by Couch there. Gets the red boomerang and crystal number 5.
Nicely done. Couch isn't far behind, so it'd be awesome to see these three all synced up, but taking different routes. Really cool stuff here. It's pretty exciting watching this, man. You know, I almost have an interest in trying to learn this now. Maybe.
Told you, bro. You just gotta keep at it. You'll eventually get your way through. It's a fun game.
Sure, and if you want me to teach you Dragon Warrior Rando, I'm happy to.
We might do a change. Looks like Dyco got picked up by a Wallmaster there. Has to go back to the last room they entered through. Iggy gets the big chest. Nothing real important. Gets it picked off by another Wallmaster. Oh my goodness.
Getting grabbed at Wallmaster is the worst in any Zelda game. You mean they're going through this new dungeon? The what is the name of this one there?
This one's Misery Mire. I believe Couch already cleared out the chests here.
Yep.
Don't believe
Couch
it
did.
is a crystal dungeon though.
Wizrobe is my favorite.
Iggy checking this peg game that you may already did.
Literally dashing his way through it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to just dash and hammer dash and get all those pegs down at once. It's a very satisfying noise.
300 rupees though, just wasn't really worth it.
He's gonna check and find that useless item from the blacksmiths here. However, Iggy does have the powder, so that gives him a chance to check the bat, which Yume did not have the opportunity to do. So we might see something important here, folks. Oh my gosh, it's 3 bombs!
No.
That puts Iggy exactly where he was before, just with 3 more bombs. Iggy gonna take the purple chest to the thief, see what we can find inside that chest. $20 rupees. Iggy finally gonna go check Agnes Cave. Possibly? No, he's gonna go straight into the temple. He's gonna read the inscription rather than go to Agnes Cave to get the flute.
Huh. He just doesn't know yet. Doesn't know the flute's over there. So, yeah. It's very tricky, but gotta make a decision. Sometimes, yeah. The important thing is that Iggy is moving forward. Maybe he'd be lacking the flute for a while, but Iggy could still be making really good time here. It does have some items that the others lack.
Iggy just blasting his way through the Desert Palace, not taking any names. Some pretty clean movement from Iggy there. And
Oh yeah, this will be a cinch now.
looks like Yume is going to fight the Misery Mire boss. Using one of my favorite tricks, use the cape to just go in there and completely trash the boss. Iggy get
Nicely done.
Also, nicely done fight by Iggy, taking him out in one cycle.
Yep, two very clean boss fights right down there, and Couch is going to fight Cold Stare now in the Ice Palace.
Awesome stuff right here. Definitely ready for those fights.
So that's 5 crystals for Yume, and I believe that was crystal number 6. Yep, crystal 6 for Iggy, and I believe that's crystal 6 for Couch. Meanwhile, Dyco has 3 crystals, going for the 4th in the Swamp Palace. Iggy finally going to visit our friend Aghanim. He's got a flute waiting for Iggy. Yume is going to fight Mafula, get that 6 crystal as well.
Yep, there we go. Iggy has the full stack, the full inventory.
All he's missing is the bow.
Oh yeah, set the bow. Aren't we all missing the bow? I mean, it's basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I really have no idea where it is.
Do you hate it when the most basic item is completely hidden somewhere?
I just hope for our runner's sake it's not hidden on the pedestal. The very first LTTP rando I ever did, the bow was on the pedestal. But I don't think it can be because I think one of the dungeons requires the bow.
You got Yume fighting moth, fighting that moth, and yep, nicely done taking him out. No real problems at all, just shaking up a little bit. Now the crystal rewarded for their efforts.
That's number 6 for them as well. So everything's riding on finding that bow. Whoever finds that bow first is gonna be at a huge advantage here. Couch entering Turtle Rock. You may using the ice ether to take out all the enemies in that room. It's a good move. Iggy going into Misery Mire and trying to see if they can find the bow or any item that's going to help them to continue on and take the lead here.
What? This dungeon that Iggy is in is, which one? No, this dungeon that Iggy entered.
Oh yeah, Misery Mire. It's pretty terrible.
Oh, okay. Right, I was thinking, oh, okay. Just remembering Yume entering Misery Mire. My bad.
Yep, Couch, Yume, and now Iggy have all been through Misery Mire.
Dyco making his way through the water. Going through the left side first. Of the choice of these runners. There we go, the Misery Mire boss. All eyes on him, and yep, Iggy's doing the same exact strat. Okay. Great strat. Popping those eyes. Stun locking, and yeah, clean fight. Good job, Iggy. Gets him the crystal. Yume making their way through the mountains. There's a lot of mountains in this game. Tend to lose track.
The bow is lost. We have no idea where the bow is or could be. I've searched high and low and can't find no bow.
Might as well put it on the side of the cart ants because we cannot find it. Chances are it's going to be in the least likely spot we'd ever expect.
I don't think any of our runners have checked the tablet, the Bombos tablet yet. Iggy's the only one who has that ability. He did check the Ether tablet, but not the Bombos tablet. That being said, could also check a couple of the other pendant dungeons, see what they can find. Ether tablet was checked, but not Bombos. The seed really comes down to whoever finds that bow first. Everything else is pretty much locked down, but I do believe you do need the bow to get through the dungeon that has the last crystal. Although it looks like, oh, Iggy might be going to check. No, he already checked Spike Cave. Does he have 7 crystals? Oh, he does have all 7 crystals. I did not see him get that last crystal. So Iggy's going in Ganon's Tower now. We might not need the bow here, folks.
Huh, I had no idea. I could have
sworn
I swore he had... Yeah, I swore he only had 6 crystals, but he's going through. Which means Couch should be getting the last crystal that he needs as well.
Here we go.
But he's just a little bit ahead of Couch. Iggy is in Ganon's Tower now.
I don't remember if I hated this one or Ice Palace one. I think I was Ice Palace.
Yep, you did say it. Bow not required. So you were right.
Yeah. I really need to get a better link to the past. Iggy wasting no time getting through these rooms.
Really, all Iggy's gonna need is that big key and one small key.
Right. Is there any sort of spots that's going to be used for bomb jumps or anything like that?
See, that's what I thought, Peach Drink. I thought that the bow was required for Ganon's tower as well. Oh, Couch taking an unfortunate death there. That's going to set him back a little bit. Thankfully, he did save at that room there. That's a smart move to do. Taking another death. That one might have been a little bit more intentional, though. Yume is also in Turtle Rock. Don't know why the name escaped me there for a moment. And there it is! The bow is in Ganon's tower.
Bow is in the line.
Unbelievable.
Bonnie. Nice jump there by Iggy, getting to that last platform.
He took a huge gamble and it paid off.
Yeah.
Alright, these guys just in time for the bow. But it's good use. Again, expert marksman.
Looks like Iggy's still looking for that big key though, so he has to go to the right side. It was in Ganon's tower. Virus.
There we go, that's the upgraded shield, I think. Thinking more than prepared now for the showdown with Ganon.
So it's looking like Iggy has a clear pathway to victory here. He's very far ahead of our competitors. Yume just getting their 7th crystal now. Looks like Couch already has his 6th crystal. Couch is going to check the bomb shop and the Fat Fairy to see if he can get the bow from there. But of course, we all know the secret. The bow trickily hidden deep in Ganon's tower. Pretty
What?
Trolling seed there.
Pretty unbelievable.
But nonetheless, it does show that Bo wasn't required to complete any of the dungeons up to this point.
I want to know the sacrificial ram that Iggy used to be able to get that luck today.
You know, Iggy making quick work of those killer caterpillars. That's not their name, right? Iggy is unstoppable at this point. Just a little low amount of magic. But taken care of once he'll, yep.
Yeah, he has
Down
a
his
potion
jar.
there, and there's a full magic refill in the next room as well.
What do you call the red one? Piece of Conti sauce jar?
It's a jar of tomato sauce. It's ragu.
Ragu. Oh, okay. Probably 1,000 bits and we'll drink an entire jar of ragu.
Yume went right side first. Very interesting. Got the half magic, which Iggy didn't get, but don't really need it at this point.
Right, because this is a two-sided dungeon too as well, right?
Yume leaving. Gonna check the pedestal first before they continue, I guess. Iggy skips the validation chest, just ramming his way through the rest of the dungeon. Has no desire to stick around anymore. He wants to get this done and move on to the next round.
There you go, you. Oh, never mind. Yep, here it is, Agumon. Times 3.
Iggy takes out Aghanim. He's gonna go fight Ganon with the silver arrows. This should be well under his lock here. So we have Ridley, who won round 1. Ridley is kind of Iggy's friend and protege. Learning about LTTP Rando from him. We got Iggy in round 2. And round 3 is underway now. They're about an hour in. So we'll be switching to them here in just a second. But GG to all of our runners. And GG to Iggy for taking the victory in Group B.
Yep, definitely GG. That was awesome, man. Very awesome stuff. Very exciting seed. All seeds this exciting because this was pretty awesome.
They're all pretty fun, and a lot of intrigue in LTTP Rando, for sure.
Definitely, never a dull moment. This is pretty darn awesome. So congrats to Iggy and GG through our runners, just like Ant said.
And that'll do it. That's final 2 hits on Ganon there. So GG to Iggy.
Nice.
Yume will be taking second place as they found the bow and they're heading up through the gauntlet now. So GG to all of our runners. We're going to go ahead and switch over to Group C, which is now underway. Sit tight. We got more Link to the Past action coming at you. Yogi the Monk and RPG Chick will be here doing commentary. We'll be right back.
All right, everybody. Yep.